Good morning, everyone. Sorry, this video is going to be probably all over the place. I don't have a dedicated project for this one, but we will be getting a lot of work in on the 47. Reason being is because we got some parts. Everyone loves parts. We got parts. So we're going to do some work on that in this video. But for right now, we got this Wrangler in for axle seals, or the ones internal to the differential down there. So getting this one knocked out today. Got a Toyota Previa with an Atom inside. And he's getting this thing all fixed up. This thing is so cool. Like, I'd probably drive it if it would tow. Casey over here, what you got, Casey? Oh, just got done working on a BMW, putting some struts in this one. This one was a pain in the ass. Double wishbone front suspension. Whew, boy. Oh, there's a girl out there, but look at this dude over here. Man. Well, to this. As you see, it is outside. It is outside. It's a really bad day to have it outside, but it's outside. It runs. We got the air to fuel and everything taken care of appropriately. Turned out the O2 sensor shit the bed, so we replaced that. Now everything's working perfect. So we're gonna take it to mid-pond next week. Or it's next week. I keep saying next week. Next month. You hit me in the junk. Oh, oof.
You like it and you know it.
Once in a while. Anyways, so we're gonna take it to mid-pond for their spring break bash. Shake it down. We're gonna have a good time. So, but now we're gonna go ahead and start assembling the rest of the bed on this old girl, so that we can go ahead and get this thing to paint. So next time you see this, I should have all the runners in, front fascia board and the rear fascia board that goes down across there, because they're all in these boxes. So I'm gonna get to it. You guys have fun. And actually, before we get to that, I'm gonna show you what Adam has to do. He's not happy. This is the face of I'm not happy. If you don't know Adam, show him your not happy face. There it is. Oh God, the smolder is real. All right, we're gonna get to it. We'll see y'all in just a little bit. All right, so going back and checking my order form, missing a couple pieces. Contacted LMC and they are en route. They're just pieces that had to be made because they're not on the shelf pieces. So I started by laying in my strut braces here. We're gonna get those bolted up to the corresponding holes. And then we're still missing our inner strut braces for there and there. So these three are our actual strut supports. We're missing our front, and then that's it. So we have the rear lower, we're missing the front, and we're missing this. So once we get those, then we can really start on this. So we'll get some of it done, but like I was saying, we had a little issue that Adam had to tend to. Let me show you what he's got. Sorry, the compressor's loud as hell. Oh. Got that old Bluetooth muffler, but even better. It's not good. So he's gonna get that cut out of there so that we can install the new one. So there's the new one. There's your old Bluetooth muffler. But he's gonna get that cut up right there. We're gonna go ahead and install the new one and be done with it here. So let's see Adam's happy face again. Where's Adam's happy face? Oh, not a happy camper, but he'll get it. All right, so we're gonna finish the diag up on this car real quick, and then we're gonna get back on that one. So we can't do anything with the 47 because I need that front cross member in order to mount the bed where it needs to be 100%. We tried to mess with it a little bit, not working out. So we're gonna move on to a new project for this video. I'm sorry to get your hopes up to see some of that, but it happens. sorry. We're gonna move on to building out the intake for the old girl. So, Vibrant, got us some nice pie cuts here. I got a nice chunk of 4-inch stainless. So, we're gonna go ahead and start the build out process on this. So here, Adam, show them what I'm talking about. All right, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna start off, of course, with just a 90, silicone 90, just to make it easier for the build. Now, I do have a straight one. I could go ahead and pie cut into it and do all that stuff, but it doesn't need to be perfect right this second. We want function. I went in and I cut me this little piece of 4-inch. It goes in like this, just so we have a straight shot. We have to get our manifold absolute temp put in. We're gonna put it in the boot. I thought about drilling a hole, putting a grommet in. I still may do that. I just haven't figured out 100%. What I'm gonna do for our starting point is I gotta get this pipe to come through here and then tuck around here and then put the filter in where the headlight is. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna take 2 of our pie cuts and we're gonna line them up real nice and put them in like this to get us going back straight. Now this is gonna be turned down just a little bit more to where it's in there, and then we'll do this. So we know where we're gonna start. So I'm gonna take this stuff over to the fab table real quick and go ahead and tack it together, put it back in the car, measure our length over, build that one, build out our 90 of pie cuts there, and then put a little piece on the front so we can go and put the filter on it. Other than that, it's gonna be pretty simple. It's not gonna be hard. I said it now. Once you get in the middle of it, it's gonna be all fucked up. But we're gonna start on it. So we'll see you at the fab table. All right, so when I'm doing projects like this, sorry, my welder's a little loud. Let me shut that off. When I'm doing projects like this and I know where I'm gonna start, basically what I'll do is I'll get it where I want it. And because since we know this comes straight out, not too big of a deal exactly where these pie cuts land as long as we have the pie cuts straight. That way you don't have one pie cut turning it this way, another pie cut turning it this way, and then it looks all funky. Now, I mean, if you have to clear something, works. But for what we're doing, we just need it to make just a upward swoop to where we can get back straight again. So a little bit of tape. Some people use like gardening tape. It's like green, kind of clear. It's really sticky. I don't have any of that shit. I got me some good old electrical tape. So I just line it up to where it fits best. Throw me a piece of electrical tape on there and it holds it. I do it in a couple spots just to make sure it's nice and easy. And then we'll line up this second piece over here and we'll go ahead and we'll weld it up. Now we're just gonna tack it for now just to make sure that we have everything where we want it. Just because I want to make sure that everything is right. So right now I'm gonna spin this piece just a little bit to set these out straight here. I do have a little crooked. Throws me off just a little bit, just to make it flat here. I do need the little round jig for this thing. Be cool. So, perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So it's tacked up and it's in there. It's looking pretty good. So I went ahead and I cut my next piece. I made some lines here so that I know where to go ahead and put it in. So line those up, make sure it's straight all the way around, and that's where that's gonna live. And then we'll put a couple pie cuts to aim it down and then make our turn into here with our filter. I'm honestly liking this, where I may just turn it this way a little bit and throw a filter on it too, but I haven't decided yet, so we're gonna get back to it. We're gonna go back over to the fab table, but we're gonna get this done get it at least tacked up today. That's the goal for the day, is to get everything tacked up and kind of in its spot, build a little tab so we can mount it and it's not all flopping around and shit. So I'm gonna get back to it, and we'll see you over the fab table. All right, so we're back over here. We're gonna go ahead and get this tacked up, the extension piece from our piece that goes to the throttle body. We'll get it tacked up so that we can put it in the car and then see which way we wanna go. Because as I'm building, like any builder does, plans change. Shit changes, stuff moves, you never know. So I'm gonna tack this up, put it in, and then kind of just eyeball stuff, see what I think, see which way I wanna go. We may go a different route, we don't know yet, but let's tack this up and let's go from there. Course compressor turns on as soon as we come on in closer. So I went ahead and I threw a 45 together because I already know that I need it. I know where it needs to go. I did the idea of going backwards with it because in my mind it just doesn't make sense because it's hot in there. So what we've got, 45, we're gonna come right here. I got this zip tied up so it's kind of there in the place that I want it. 45 is going to go in here, just like that, and then I'm going to add a couple pie cuts here to bring it straight, put it straight. I may actually leave it down just a little bit because I do have my headlight bucket that goes in there, so I have to figure that portion out, but I'm going to get this marked up, and then we'll tack it up, and then we'll go from there and just see kind of where it goes, because it's heading in a direction I like. I really like how this is coming out. It's going to be fun to weld. So, but yeah, we'll go ahead and mark this up, tack it up, put it back. All right, so this is where we've got so far, and this is where it's gonna sit, right there. Goes nice along there. Don't mind my ugly welds. I'm sorry, I'm not a TIG welder. I can MIG the shit out of some stuff, but we're gonna play with the TIG welder. We're gonna get it right. But that's where it's gonna sit. So what I did was I threw 3 pieces together, and I'm gonna put them on right here. So they go just like that. And then I'm gonna shoot me like a little 3-inch section off that, enough to get my filter, as you see sitting up there, on there and right there. And then it'll be up, out of the way, the hood will clear it, everything will look nice. We'll build a tab off of there to the underside of this bar and put a nutsert in it so that it goes ahead and it holds it. But this is what we got, and I may have enough clearance if I fit this up just enough to keep my filter underneath there. As you see, I have some paper over that hole, just so nothing falls down in there, and then it should fit real nice. So we're gonna get back to welding, and then, well, tacking and fitting, and then maybe we'll have this done today. Again. All right, there it is. We got to get our little piece of, 3-inch shot right here so we can get our filter put on, but man, I like it. I really do. Goes along with the front core support bar real nice. Just looks good. Oh, sorry about the shaking there. Man, it's so cool to be able to like do things on your own and figure things out and all this stuff. And it's cool to have products like Vibrant and Holly and everyone that is putting out all these products for LS Motors and just making life easy. Oh my God, it makes life so easy. So we're gonna test fit the hood real fast with this on and make sure that we don't have to cut any more of the hood, because we did have to cut quite a bit of the hood in order for the high rise to fit. We need to run a vacuum line for our fuel pressure regulator, not a big deal, and then finish up just a couple of little bits inside the car, a couple little wiring things, just just headlights, taillights, stuff like that, so no one hits us when we're in tandem. So we're gonna end the video for the day here. Pick back up in the morning. It's 5 o'clock, it's time to go home, and we'll see y'all tomorrow morning, and we'll see what the shop looks like. But we got some stuff out of here. And Casey over here probably making some bad decisions. When he on that phone, he always making them bad decisions. What's she doing, Casey?
Saying somebody want to get something to eat when I get off.
Oh, you going on a date?
Nah, I just want some food.
No, you going on a date.
Slim chicken, bro.
What's his name?
Don't worry about that.
All right, well, I always like picking on Casey. It's fun. He makes it fun because he picks back. But we'll see y'all in the morning. Good morning. So we are back here today. Got a few things in, back over there, and this one over here. That's an interesting one right there, but easy. Little vacuum pump action, but taking care of our local sheriff's department, of course, and some other stuff in today. So we're gonna get those appointments knocked out, and we're gonna jump back on the 240. But we made a little bit of progress this morning already. So let me show you what we got here. So that is gonna be the final setup for the intake. So I made this little bracket right here, and we're gonna weld it to the tube like that, and then weld it to the intake itself so it has a mounting point. And you just unbolt this, it'll drop down. We have it propped up. It'll drop down to where we can unbolt it and take it out. So other than that, that's where we're at. It's coming together. So we're gonna do that. Brake light switch is on its way so that we can get brake lights working and tail lights working on it. And then we're gonna go ahead and get the headlights knocked out on it. So sorry this video kind of made a shift from the 47 back there to this, but we're waiting on parts. Once again, waiting on parts. So we're gonna get this done here and keep it going. So we'll see y'all after a while, and hopefully we get some parts so we can work on some stuff. All right, so a little update. Mr. Joe, you say hi.
No.
You're always so rude to the people. The people question.
People don't care.
The people do care.
The people don't care.
Can you say hi?
I'm cleaning the fucking grease off my legs with the brake thing. You know.
Say hi to the people, Joe.
Hi.
Okay, that's better. All right, so Joe, as you see, has his front diff open and axle's out because all the way down in here, all the way from here to where my hand is where the axle seal is on these Jeeps. And same on the other side, just a lot longer. So what we have to do is we have to pull the chunk out and then pull the seals and knock them back in order for that puddle to stop happening. What a nightmare for some seals. What happened to seals on the end? What happened to seals on the end, Joe?
Stupid people happen.
Yeah, Jeep. Fucking Chrysler, man. Yeah, I'm over here draining some oil and gotta do a couple other things on this. But kind of a quiet day in the shop today. So,
Thank God.
right. I'll walk over here real quick. So we went ahead and we pulled the intake tube back off of the 240. And I made the filter, I took the filter apart and made it squatty, so it's nice and short now. You can see that down there. So it'll still breathe. Intake tube fits over the top of it. Got the intake tube over here on the fab table. And we're gonna go ahead and weld her up today. So that this is done and taken care of, then we'll weld our mount and get it mounted for good in the car. That way, that part of this project's done. We can mark it off the list. I'll order the brake light switch so that we can get tail lights. I think I said that earlier, but I'm just so excited. I want to drive this car. I want to drive it. So, and then we went ahead and where we cut our hole in the hood, we took some 7/32 washer fluid line and we split it all the way down and we wrapped the whole thing so it can't get hurt. Look, oh, it gets warm, but it doesn't hurt. This little guy I got to figure out. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to cover for it. It's for my fuel pressure regulator, and Yes, I could have mounted it somewhere else, but I was trying to keep it up and away from heat so that we don't get false readings, because, you know, heat makes things expand, and I just don't want anything like that to happen. Don't want the fluid, the oil that's inside that gauge to have issues. Golly. So there's that. I went ahead and I taped off my accumulator back here and shot all that black, so no more rust back there. I gotta pull my surge tank down, powder coat these uprights that I built. Then I need to go ahead and just tack my wiring up. I have the pieces to do so, but the rear of the car is all cleaned up, ready to go. I gotta paint the structural bars that I put in. See that rusty thing? Ugh. So we'll get those painted, and then we'll go ahead and tack up the wiring, put in our mounts that hold fuck. Sorry, I'm in a mood today. We're gonna go ahead and get our trunk completely mounted. That way the ass end of the car is done, besides exhaust. We're gonna go see our friends, and that'll be an off-location shoot that we'll show you that one. It's gonna be cool, but we got someone who's gonna hook us up with exhaust. I could do it, but I want to put some names on the car. I want to get some stuff done so that, you know, people are represented. And old Casey with his exhaust on his dirt bike that he rides daily. I don't know if you heard that or not. Oh, you shut it off as soon as I'm recording. So Casey, just like all of us car guys and motorcycle guys now, buys a brand new bike and starts modifying it. Right, Casey? So, oh yeah, it's dirty, but he went ahead and he put him a full pipe on there. So got it all fixed up. We already modified the intake so that it makes some noise. But you want to give her a little rev? It sounds straight like a dirt bike, but I mean, it's a 300cc enduro. It's cool. He pays like $3 a day in gas to come to work when the rest of us are paying like 30. So, but all right, that's enough of me talking and rambling. We're gonna get to work here, and you'll see me welding here in just a little bit. All right, little update. Just been welding away. So started over here and just been kind of rolling it and going as I go. It just makes it easier. I'm letting the machine cool down a little bit since I am working it pretty hard, and the torch was getting hot. So now, you know, old girl's sitting there, but infinity on the lift. Joe's got this almost wrapped up here. Putting the brakes on it. Got the diff cover in. Got gear oil in it. All he's got to do is put the tires back on it and take it on out of here. It's good to go. But kind of a slow day here today. I say slow. We've done a bunch, but we're just going to keep on trucking along here. But I'm going to get back to welding and get this finished up here. Put it back on the car. Do our mounting points. And take it back up the car. Weld those up. And then go ahead and start on some wiring. Alright, so as you just saw, we finished welding it all up. I know it's not pretty. I know. You have to remember, I am not a TIG welder. I'm really not a big fabricator at all. I know a little bit about a little bit more, and then some more on that. My background is fixing and repairing cars. I've built several 240s in my life, a couple other cars, a couple Civics, shit like that, you know what I mean? But nothing that could be competition worthy. So it's one of those things, like, this is a learning curve still. I'm doing everything I can. I have friends that are fabricators. I call and ask questions. You know who you are. They answer. They let me know what they think of things, and we just do it. But here it is again. This is my intake. Yes, I know. It's ugly, but I did it. I built it.